What's up, Bulldog? So let me ask you a question here. Are you a nice guy? Are you an asshole? I got a comment on one of my videos here. We're gonna read this comment and then I'm gonna address this. We're gonna go through this, and hopefully by the end of this video, you will have a really good idea of what it means to be a true, authentic man on your mission in life and how to authentically attract women by being that guy. If you guys are just joining me for the first time, I'm John from Bulldog Mindset.com. On this channel, I teach you how to be a man. I teach you how to build financial independence. I teach you how to get the physique you want and how to get the girls you want and to go from the victim mindset to the Bulldog mindset. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, make sure you click the subscribe button, smash that, go ahead and hit the bell so you get notifications when new videos come out, and don't forget to take the Bulldog quiz if you haven't already. There's a link up in the cards here, and there's a link in the description below. Go check that out. All right, guys, so we're going to jump right into this comment that I got here. This was on this video. I said, why long-term relationships make men weak. The truth. If you haven't watched that video, by the way, go watch it. There'll be a link in the cards in the description below. And it's true. Why most of the time that long distance or long-term relationships tend to make a man weak. And this is what's happening to our friend here. He says, what if you're a dick most of the time and she's fully into you and you say to yourself, man, I'm a dick most of the time and this woman treats me like a king. Okay, I need to start treating her better. And then you do, and now you're acting like what on the surface seems like a wuss, but really you just feel guilty about your past actions, and boom, 5 months later, she leaves you. What the fuck is up with that? And you're like, you know what, I felt better about myself when I was nice to her, but fuck, now she's gone. It happens every time, man. That's no way to live your life. In the dichotomy of what we call a woman's mind, am I an alpha? Then I'm being a dick. If I'm being thoughtful, that makes me a beta, and I'd rather be a beta. Of course, a womanless beta, but at least I'm not a dick. So first of all, let me just set you straight on this. You'd rather be a dick than a beta, okay? Now, you don't have to make that choice. It's a false dichotomy, but what the fuck? Like, you would rather be a womanless beta, like nice guy, than to be an alpha guy who's a dick who has his choice of women. That doesn't make any fucking sense. That is a bullshit excuse, okay? No one would make that choice. That's the completely ridiculous choice. Now, you say guys make this choice all the time, blue pill guys, whatever you call them, you know, whatever you want to call them, but they're not making a choice. They don't have a choice. Okay, when guys are like, I can never do that, I can never be an asshole, I like being a nice guy, and you know, I won't stoop to that level. All of this white knighting bullshit, I have heard it all. Believe me, it's because you can't. It's because you don't have the fucking nutsack to actually be a dick or be an asshole. Okay, now I'm not suggesting that you have to be, but what it means is that you don't have the nutsack to be your true authentic self, to be honest, to be forthright with people, to be real. Okay, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video and the solution to this problem, right? Because our friend here, okay, he means well. I empathize with you guys that have seen this asshole nice guy dichotomy, this false dichotomy, and you're like, okay, look, I get it now. I see the guys that are assholes, women treat them well, they get all the girls, okay, but they're assholes. I don't like these guys, all right? But the guys that are nice, that buy women flowers and do all these things for them and write them poetry and all this stuff, these guys are beta. They don't get women. They get trampled on. They get left, you know, so this is just how it is. Wrong. That's not how it is. See, the problem is, and the reason why this doesn't work out for a lot of guys, you know, for this commenter, is because why are you doing what you're doing? Okay, so many of you guys, you're acting in a way to entertain, to attract, to gain the affection, to gain the validation of a woman. All right, it doesn't matter if you're being a nice guy or an asshole. Okay, if you're being an asshole just so that a woman will treat you well, so she'll treat you like a king, you're doing it for her. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's still beta. It's still weak. It's not your true, authentic, genuine self. Now, will it work? Yeah, but why don't you like it? Why has this commenter, why did he say, you know, basically, I'd rather be a beta, of course, a womanless beta, but I'm at least not a dick? Because it's not you. okay? Because it's not your true self, okay? But when you're being the beta guy, when you're being the sappy guy that was doing all these things for her, that was your true self. So you'd rather be that guy. The problem is your true self sucks balls, okay? You're weak, you're pathetic. Again, I'm not saying this because I'm mean. I'm saying this because I actually want to see you succeed. And so other people aren't going to tell you this shit. They're going to give you this false asshole, nice guy dichotomy. But I'm going to tell you that your real authentic self is a weak motherfucker. Okay? And you need to man the fuck up. And that's what I try to teach you guys on this channel. By the way, quick segue here. If you haven't already signed up for the Bulldog Mindset membership, then you might be a weak ass bitch. Go ahead and click the link down below or in the cards and go check it out, at least for a month, $7 for the first month, and join a group of strong men. If you want to become a strong man, if you want to stop being a weak bitch, okay, you have to be around strong men. Okay, because why? Because you see how I'm telling the commenter here the hard fucking truth in life. Okay, I don't care if he cries. All right, because I want to see him succeed. I want to see you succeed. You have to be around guys like that. You're spending so much of your fucking time, so much of your life around people who pump up your fucking balls. Okay. Well, your balls don't need pumping up. They need to actually grow in size. Okay. When people are fake pumping you up and telling you shit that you want to hear and not telling you the truth, they're not doing you a favor, okay? Most of you are fucking weak. You need to stop being weak. You're going to do that by being around strong men. So anyway, go check out the Bulldog Mindset membership. But back to the video here. All right, so what am I talking about here, okay? Again, I'm not trying to insult you, my friend. All right, I'm not trying to insult you guys by telling you this, but what I'm saying is that the reason why you're comfortable being the nice guy, okay, is because that is who you are. And it's because you are a pleaser, okay? But it's also fake. It's not your true, authentic self, okay? It's just what you're comfortable. It's the mask you've been wearing that you're comfortable with because it doesn't require you to have this internal conflict. It doesn't require you to face rejection. It allows you to just be who you think you are right now without reservation. All right, but it's not really who you truly are. It's not really truly what you think. It's who you are in the sense that it's weak and you are weak. Okay, so when you're a nice guy, all right, what are you trying to do? Are you being your true, authentic self? Right? Are you really telling what you feel? No, you're not. You're faking again, right? When you're the asshole, you're faking. It's fake because you're trying to manipulate to get a behavior that you want by being an asshole. And it will work to some degree, but you won't be able to keep it up. And it's going to suck because you're going to feel like you can't actually love this person. Okay, you can't actually have any kind of deep connection with this person because you are just playing this fucking charade. All right? The same thing happens though in a different way. That seems to be more authentic when you're a nice guy. Why are you a nice guy if you're a nice guy? Okay, I'll tell you why. It's because you're trying to get something. You're trying to get validation. You're trying to get approval from the girl. So you think by buying her flowers, by treating her nice, by doing all these things, being soft and mushy, you're going to get her to love you more, to like you more. Okay, so you're coming at this in both ways from this neediness, this external validation. Okay, see, here's the thing. Okay, if you're a true alpha male, what does this mean? It means you do whatever the fuck you want. This is my definition of an alpha male. You do what you want, you get what you want. Okay, and one leads the other. If you do what you want, you're probably going to get what you want. All right, so that means, again, you know, I get questions all the time from guys. I have this question on, should I buy a girl a flower or dinner or whatever? You know, go check out the video on that. All right, and they ask me this shit. Is it beta to buy a girl a flower? Not if you want to do it, because you're trying to do it for your own fulfillment in life, not because you're trying to get something from her. If you're trying to get something from her, if you're trying to buy her affection, if you're trying to buy her approval, then yes, it's beta. Then it's weak as fuck. Okay, so many of you guys are weak as fuck because you're doing things in order to get something, right? When you're truly secure in yourself as a man, and that's why on this channel I teach you how to be a man, right? It's kind of funny. Some people are like, oh, you teach people how to be a man. Yes, I do, because you need to fucking learn this. Because your dad didn't teach you this shit, okay? Society, life is not teaching you this shit, because if it was, okay, you wouldn't need to ask me what to do. You would know what to do, and you would do whatever the fuck you want to do, okay? But right now, what you're doing is you're taking your self-worth, okay, and you are looking at other people as if they're a mirror, And that is how you're determining who you are and what you're worth. Okay? As a man, what you need to do is you need to project outward. You need to decide who you are, and you need to tell the fucking world who you are. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter if they disagree. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is what you believe. And that is who you are at your core. And when you start operating and acting that way, guess what? You're going to be somewhat of an asshole, okay? Not really an asshole, but you're not going to let some girl walk all over you, okay? If you want to say no, you're going to say no. If she crosses the line, if she crosses the boundary, if she violates one of your standards in life, you're going to say, hey, I didn't like that. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate when people waste my time. Okay? And you're going to say it authentically because you're going to mean it. Okay? Because that's your truth. And you're standing behind your truth because you don't give a fuck how she reacts. You are who you are, regardless of how other people react to you, right? Everyone else in this whole world is playing this game where they're like, okay, let me try this and let me see if I get a positive response, then that's who I am. And if I get a negative response, then I'll try a different tactic. You already know who you are. And so you're saying, hey, I don't like when people waste my time. That's it. If the girl flakes, if she doesn't respond to you, if she yells at you, it doesn't fucking matter because there's another one. You can replace her. It doesn't matter even if there was another one because you have a standard, okay? Now, when you're being nice, let's say you buy some flowers. Why are you buying the flowers? Well, you're buying the flowers because you appreciate this girl. You have a deep connection with her. You want to give her something and you authentically want to. And you don't care whether she throws her arms around you and says, you're the best guy in the world, or she acts indifferent to it because you are expressing that from yourself without trying to get something because you don't need something. You don't need that validation. You don't need someone to tell you who you are. You know who you are. As a man, you want to pay for dinner? Go ahead, pay for dinner. I don't give a fuck what you do, okay? You should give a fuck what you do based on who you are, right? Anytime you're trying to act in a certain way to gain a behavior from someone else, it's fucking weak. That is fucking weak. Okay? And it may work, right? If you operate inauthentically and you're an asshole, women will generally be more attracted to you, but you will despise yourself because it's not really you, because she's not really liking you. Okay? And you'll know that. If you are not being authentically you and you're trying to get something from someone and you act like a nice guy, okay? She is going to treat you poorly and walk all over you and eventually leave. Why? Again, it has nothing to do with your actual being an asshole or being a nice guy. It has everything to do with why you're doing it, right? You're doing these things in order to gain a favor, to gain approval. Does that make sense, guys? I want you guys to really just pound this into your fucking brain that you are the man and you do what you want to do and it doesn't matter. You see, the problem is that if you're seeking approval, okay, if you're trying to do things in order to get a response from people, and it's not just authentically flowing from who you are, okay, then you're always going to be playing this game. You're going to be constantly going back and forth between being an asshole and being a nice guy. And you're going to think that being an asshole means you get the girls, and being a nice guy means they walk all over you, okay? You're never going to ever develop a deep connection with anyone or have a true authentic relationship when both of those times, either way you're going, is not really you. It's not really being true, right? You might say, well, maybe I'm just a wussy nice guy and that really truly is me. It's not truly you because you're saying things in order to get something, okay? The true version of you, the real true you, he doesn't have to like do things or kiss up or try to do the like, and he stands his ground. Like if he doesn't like something, he says he doesn't like something, right? When you're in nice guy mode, you're being too nice. You're not saying when you don't like something. You're not saying when someone violates your standards. You're not putting your foot down when your foot needs to be put down, okay? Because you're afraid of upsetting their apple cart because you are being a pleaser. You're trying to get a response from someone. So that's it, guys. This is really important that you guys understand this. And if you have any questions about it, let me know. But if you haven't already, like I said, join the Bulldog Mindset membership. You're going to learn a lot more stuff just like this. In that membership, you're going to learn how to become financially successful as well, how to figure out who you are authentically as a man, because that's key. Because if you can't figure that shit out, you're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to navigate these murky waters. All right, I'll talk to you guys next time.